Welcome to another coaching success story here with Vini today. Thank you very much for being here. I'm really excited to present what we have been doing. So, first of all, can you quickly introduce yourself? What do you do for a living? And where are you from?
Sure thing. So thanks for having me, Raman. I'm Vini. I'm 37 years of age now, which it hurts to think about. I'm Brazilian and I've been living in Switzerland for 7 years. I am head of customer care in a big multinational company based in Switzerland.
Okay, great. So, what challenges does such a position bring with it when it comes to your fitness journey?
It brings anything, but it couldn't be more challenging, let's put it that way, because I have a very intense travel schedule. I have very unexpected work hours and a lot of stress. Indeed, a lot of stress. Actually, sometimes some people have pleasure in working out. I don't. So I work out because I have to, and I approach the workout as I approach work. And sometimes God knows that you do not want to work. Sometimes I do not want to work out.
Got it. Got it. So we have been working together for around a year. You have been training for a long time. When did you realize you were no longer really happy with the progress that you have been making? Because that was a big topic when you entered the coaching.
Indeed, you're not incorrect. I've been working out now for almost 19 years. I was extremely skinny, and when I started working out was to stop being skinny. I managed to get 20 kilos or so in the first year, 17, I think. And in my mind, of course, body dysmorphia is there. But in my mind, I didn't progress at all since between year 2 and year 17. I did try a few different alternatives before, different coaches, just having nutrition and thinking, I know what to do. I know how to work out. I know how to put my workout together. But eventually I had to admit it was not working. I do not know what to do in that level. I mean, the experience is worth something. I know how to most of the time execute exercises and whatnot, but I do know I haven't studied as much as you have. Therefore, for sure, you know what to do. And that's when I saw, okay, I might need help. I remember telling you this. I've been working out for 17 years now, and I do not have a body of someone that has worked out for 17 years. And that's what I wanted to have. Running against it again. Am I there? No, better.
Perfect. And how did you find out about the coaching and about me?
A friend of mine was actually starting with you. He started with you not long before. But when he saw your profile, he shared with me. And I clearly remember saying, that's an attainable body. Genetics help. But after seeing all of the progress that he made, I said, okay, no, the guy seems to be very, very, very good. And I decided to give it a try as well.
Yes, amazing. Did you have any concerns before you started?
It's not a concern. It's more in the sense that when you are an experienced professional that has a 9 to 5 and you have you're higher in the professional ladder, you cannot live around fitness, right? And when we look at you, we have the fit, 2 times world champion. That's your job. You can perfectly plan all of your meals and all of your workouts and etc., which will never be my reality. So at some moment I thought, okay, maybe he will try to make me live around this and leave home with all of my meals, which I let you very clear since day one it will not be possible. And that was something that made me scared of, okay, I will not be able to keep up. You never asked me to do that, so we're good.
Yes, perfect. Great. So we started around a year ago. What was You mentioned it briefly, but what was your goal when we started working together?
I really wanted to be better, to feel better, to look more muscular, to be more defined, and to fix some things. I think I blamed genetics for too long.
Mhm.
Ah, my legs are small. Ah, my arms are small. Ah, whatever it is. Instead of tackling and try to make it as harmonious as possible. And I think that's where we had massive progress.
Mhm.
While body dysmorphia keeps hitting me, and I still think that I am a skinny guy, I cannot deny the fact that I saw better proportions, a huge development in areas that I thought it would not be possible. And I can see even though if I'm not satisfied, and I might never be,
We're
I,
working on
I
that.
can see the progress. I really can see the progress.
Okay, got it. And when did you realize that this time, like the diet and the programs were actually working? Because and you mentioned that to me as well, when you got into the call, you had coaches before. So when did you realize, okay, this is different and it seems to work out?
I realized in two different moments actually. The first one was around the 2 month mark, where while doing the progress pictures, I saw, oh, there's a lot of new muscle there. And I really could see it. And I started not thinking that the progress pictures were dumb. And I told you this before, I don't like them very much. But I saw the proportions, I saw the new muscle, I saw the new tissue, and I said, oh, damn, it really is working. And then during meat cuts, almost every day when I would go to the mirror in the morning, I would see the difference. I would say, damn, okay, I see it. And I kept seeing since. So those the during the cut specifically, I I was very confident that that was the best I had ever looked, which for someone with as much body dysmorphia as I have, it says something. I was
Yes.
feeling very well.
Yes, we are still working on that you feel proud at some point. I'm still confident that we will get there, but let's see. For what was the most important tool or principle that we established for you, especially for your context?
I know that you adapted in the sense that, of course, yes, sometimes the optimal path would be more dedication and more preparation. And you know that I'll not be able to do that. Yet you manage to adapt to my needs and to my ifs. And because of that, we didn't fail in the sense that, okay, you understood the traveling schedule, you understood the office life, the 9 to 5, which it's never nine, rarely five. And you managed to find, if it was not the best path, the closest of the best path based on what I could do or not. And then it generated a process where I knew I would be heard and I knew you would adapt and that I was actually succeeding rather than going on a guilt trip for failing. This
Mhm,
for me was different. It was very important. Oftentimes I thought, oh, this week I did not do as much as a good job I should have done, going waiting for you to hammer me. And that never happened actually, except when I really deserved it.
mhm.
And because of that, instead of fixing the week after because I failed, I was fixing the week after because I wanted to do even better.
Mhm, mhm. Yes, I think that's a very important lesson or takeaway for people who, and that's most people. Like, yes, there are fitness influencers who can like live their life around training and nutrition, but creating an upward spiral that creates a positive feedback loop is the most crucial part because most people don't fail because they're not doing good enough when everything is going right, but they fail because they are fucking up and then they are not doing bad for 1 week, but for 5 weeks because they feel like a failure and they lose momentum.
You are fully right. I often say that it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And it is. In that sense, I know that, again, over 18 years now. So I do have the endurance to keep going. But I'm very jealous of people like you that like the gym. As I said before, I don't like it. So the approach is completely different. From some people, the gym will be the best time of their day.
Mm,
God knows that it's not the best time of the day for me, yet, because of the results and because of what I was seeing, I managed to have actually some pleasure in going there and working out more than just ticking the box,
mm,
because I could see I would sometimes, a few times, which for me was something very new, I enjoyed the pump
mm,
because again, it was ticking a box, but then I would want to have the pump and I want to do the effort. And the result of what I was seeing was actually motivating me more. But it's a different, and that's where I actually praise you a lot. You manage to understand that the relationship is completely different. Gym is not a pleasure in that sense, but yeah, the goal, it's pretty much the same, right? And with the goal of what I wanted to achieve, how I could change the mindset in the way of, okay, it's a chore, but it's a chore that is not pointless, and it has never been pointless.
mm. Got it. Yes, I'm for sure really looking forward to beat that version of last year this year. And yes, I think we're gonna continue to do great things here. So maybe from your point of view now after a year, Um, why do you think people hesitate or feel unsure reaching out to me or any coaches to make that decision? Because you mentioned as well that this was something you're proud of in last year that you made the step.
Indeed, I think that's a very multi multifactorial question. I think some people they avoid reaching out to a coach because that will show them that they cannot leverage on the excuse of being busy or having bad genetics or whatever it is. They cannot allow themselves to justify their failure because there will be someone there to help and to support and to give them a reality check. Reaching out to you specifically, it's even more, uh, it can be even harder in the sense that it's overwhelming. Again, 2 times world champion, impressive genetics, it is your job. Then some people might not relate to that, to your reality. And by not relating to your reality, they will have a hard time to see why you could be the person to support them. They are wrong. I can tell you that confidently. And I know in my case, specifically, those were things that I told you. I am substantially older than you. I had a completely different history up to that moment. I know that I will not see the same uh, improvement, the same evolution that someone in their mid early 20s will have. And yet, I said, yeah, even if I'm not you, and I know that he might not be able to relate to that specifically because it's not his reality, he might know exactly what to do and fix the basics that I could have fixed, I should have fixed 15 years before. And that's exactly where I see the difference. But is unless the person is not unless the person is very brave in the sense of facing the true reality, facing the what they should be doing and do the change, I understand why looking for any coach it's a scary step and you a scarier step.
Okay, that's honestly also very good insights for me, and I think that's why it's important that I do interviews like that to just show that. Maybe the last question. What do you think someone needs to bring with them in order to succeed when working in my coaching or with me?
Determination. It's all about being determined and doing the change. I don't think I will not even say discipline because discipline sometimes fail, but you know what you have to do, and that's why you keep doing. So as long as the person is willing to have an honest communication and uh, 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 an exchange of this is my reality, this is what I can do, this is what I've done, they will be able to succeed. Otherwise, no, because I see many, many, many people that over oversell how they've done things or how much they followed or went extremely strict for 2 weeks and then they break. This will not work. It's about the slow, steady wins the race.
Perfect. I think that's a great sentence to end that here. Again, thank you very much, Vinny, for your trust, and we're gonna dominate 2026.
I'm sure we will. We are already starting from a much higher baseline.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.